Hello. Hi. It is the face of the cloud speaking now. I hope we have everything in place this time. Sorry. I swear, like somewhere among this mess, I have a checklist which is supposed to tell me all of the steps that I have to do for the live stream so that everything works out. Yeah, but I saw there were so many people already there. Um, Araya is here, Nina is here, Mateo, Ellie. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, having patience. It's been a time. It's been a while since we last did a live stream. Also, I feel like everything looks so weird and green. Also, everything is messy. Yes. I'm in my new room. Why am I not seeing you guys? Another thing. Okay, here we go. I have to switch the feed. I swear. I have to switch the feed for the chat. Please, please, please do me the favor. Yeah. Ian was also here who had finished book six. Book six. Um Here we go. We have the chat as well. I consider it messy, Mateo, because shall I show you? That's this. I don't even have like um what is it called? A thing that you put on the bed, like on the very um whatever. Whatever. I feel like it's messy. I don't have any places to put my things. Mateo, very good reminder. Thank you so much. Yes. Um, no problem, Ian. No problem. Yes, exactly. It's an Ian. Hello. Incredible win, finishing book six and a whole arc in this um, huge series. I guess so, but it's like stuff is in my luggage still. I guess you couldn't see that. It's right behind me. Um anyway, how are you guys? I need to breathe. Also prepare yourselves for like a little bit of noise, I think. Like this room is a little bit noisy. And even though it's already 8 p.m. There, did you hear that car? Um yes, congrats. Congratulations. Huge congrats. Um yeah, I need to do something about the soundproofing. But anyway, I might have missed some things that you guys were talking about in the other stream that ran for 2 minutes because of technical issues. AKA Tanya forgot how this works. And like the steps and the order of the steps. Just I came home today after study group at 6, and I actually managed, like I was eating something and then I actually managed editing today's daily video in like 45 minutes. Like I still have to export it and just check that the text didn't disappear again and then upload it and everything. But like, who is she? Crazy. Um, yeah, how is your guys' writing going? Are we excited for some new kinds of prompts? I was hard at very procrastinating work yesterday. I hardly slept at night, and I, uh, yeah, I was just for a minute like, what was that about? Yeah, incredible. Um, it's a little bit shorter than the others, but yeah, because I did not. Today was the first day in this challenge that I didn't write this morning, so I have to do it during our live stream. So the day is like not completely lost. But yeah, yesterday, as I was very productively procrastinating, very hard, I was preparing a bunch of prompts. Let me explain them to you now. We have two kinds. I wanted to try some new things, and we'll see how it goes. We have one in the bag because I didn't want to like occupy more than one bowl. Um, from the common, it's not cutlery. What's the other word? Plates and the bowls and the whatever. And these are like the idea with these is that they're like small details, like I don't know, like a crack in a surface, and I don't know, the smell of something burning over. Um, like something that your character might notice that might get worked into the description, something that might maybe be the turning point of a scene, who knows. And then very fun, this one, I had so many ideas for these and I could have done longer, but this bowl is already overflowing. And these are like lines of dialogue, and the ideas that I want to draw two of them and see what happens when you smush them together. I've never tried them. So, yes, the idea is that they're very specific details. Oh, yeah, good question. What are you going to work on for the sprint? I think it's just been 3 weeks that I haven't done a live stream, but I don't remember any of the procedures. Nina says, my goal for the first sprint is to find artists to commission character art. See my eyes? I have found one person so far whose style would fit my character's vibes very well, but I will keep looking to have options. Oh my god, Nina, that is so exciting. So exciting. Incredible. Please share all of the details um, and the links to the artists later, maybe if you want to. I'm so curious. Um, oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Also, yay to supporting real human artists. Um, Ali says first sprint is dot. Just organizing and packing some stuff I might write in the second sprint. All right, we're here for you. That sounds good. Um, yeah, that's not to me actually. Um, wait. Ah, okay, I was just like wondering if I was missing part of the context. Matteo says, as I'm assuming that you're working on snippets for the projects that you were talking about in the Discord, because if I may say so publicly, you're like you have a few, that's what I understand. You have a few projects that you might work on next, and you like wanted to try them out and writing snippets in them, which is, and I've gotten a short little pitch for the projects. They all sounded really, really cool. Um, Nina says the character art commission is my reward for finishing my draft last year and also for passing the semester. Awesome. It was a time. I'm sorry that it was a time. My exam season is coming up soon. I guess, are you getting a new exam season as well? Like, what do you mean, like, by passing the semester? Wasn't that, when does your semester start and end? Is it so vastly different in Austria? No, wait, was it Austria or was it Switzerland? No, I got confused again. Sorry, Nina. Uh, yeah, see, I understood you perfectly. Yeah. Let me see, what am I going to work on? I have to keep on drafting. I am, how many words am I in? I think just past 1,000. Yeah, I'm 1,394 words into my draft. My brand new first draft of Echoes and Waves. And I'm a little bit worried because did I write yesterday? I feel like I didn't. I can't remember. Um, Incredibly, because I do like daily videos, but yeah. I just have to track along. It's the first chapter. Exciting stuff. Okay. Anyone else want to share? What are you going to do, Ian, today? Like, are you just going to hang out? Are you going to already start on book 0? Yeah. Congrats, Nina. Again, with the eyes, I try to make that big. Matteo says I need to make mood boards for those projects. That's the point. Yes, please, please do. Please do. While I give you guys a little bit more time to answer, if you want to, we'll draw a prompt. What are you more excited about? Green or white? Details or dialogue? Let me know. I feel like the dialogue is like a newer way. The other one is like a little bit similar to maybe what we've done before, but I try to really make the details and we'll see how I succeeded, but I try to make them so, and also the dialogue as well, to make them so like sort of general that they will hopefully work in different genres and different projects. Okay, we have, oops, we have a vote for dialogue. One sec. Ali says, speaking of schools, I think I'm going to take some classes to add onto the letters behind my name. I gotta return a phone call from a grad school, but I don't know. Maybe it should wait until next year. Ah, geez, I can't tell you that, but that also sounds exciting. How many letters do you already have? And like, what kinds of letters would you add? Hmm. Hmm. Ali is leveling up, maybe. Araya says I'm working, but might tweak with a few things I'm working on. Oh my god, so many exciting things happening. Might be that I'm like a little bit puppy energy, probably because I didn't sleep, you know. But I'm so happy to hang out with you guys and that you have such interesting things going on. Okay, Matteo voted. And dialogue it is, I swear, like we have so many of them. But I guess we have to draw two each. So okay, let's see. And the text is going to be like uh, switched around again because I can't figure out to change it in the camera, but I'll show you just so you know. Anyway, okay, so the first line of dialogue is I wouldn't. And like you can change the order, you can change the wording. It's all just you also, as always, you guys know that. You do not have to use these at all. It's just like something I offer. The second line is resist it. So we have I wouldn't resist it or resist it. I wouldn't. Mhm. Anyway, let me know if that inspires anything for you guys. And in a second, I will start our first sprint. Ellie says, I don't know. I need to survive this year first. Yeah. Okay, decision made. It will wait next. That was fast. Quick and decisive. Um, Nina says, I had my last test of this semester on Wednesday. Huh. So it's like completely different, a different rhythm. And I am pretty sure I passed. I go to a Berufsschule, so I am doing a duale Ausbildung. Don't ask me to translate. My semester ends at the same time as the high schools here. Oh, I guess do high schools have semesters? I just remember from schools to like have 1 year and it ends in June, July. Uh, interesting. Interesting. Duale Ausbildung sounds good. I would ask all manners of questions, but I will hold my tongue. Right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that refers to. Sorry, but yeah. It's okay. It's like our little secret language. Not so secret language. uh 4 quarters to semesters. What on earth are you talking about? Am I missing something? Um 4 quarters. Are you talking about the school years? 4 quarters. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Um, are we ready? We can talk about that during the sprint. But are we ready for our first sprint? Actually, how do yeah, but like you're not like in this place, so you can't really know. I couldn't know. In again, I think it's Austria where Nina lives. Um, because I think yeah, she's talking about the schools. And again, I think it's Austria, but I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's not important. Okay, how does that work again? What is this layout? It's called brainstorm. Oh, that's another thing. Okay. Ah, good, good, good. I was not off base. Okay, here's the sprint layout. Let me. Oh, weirdest energy ever. Why is it 45 minutes? What on earth is going on? How does that work again? Maybe we'll just switch that. I guess at some point I had changed it to 45 minutes. And now, as I remember, I have to jump back and then jump back. And then it should be 30 minutes. Look at me. Yay. Okay, are we ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm going to shut up now. I need to transition into writing energy. Let's go. Good luck. Sorry. Forgot how this works. I just like the way that I had my Scrivener half over the OBS layout. I didn't realize that the timer for the break had gone off. I thought we somehow still had 4 minutes, and I forgot that the gong doesn't come from the clock, it comes from me switching to the chat. Anyway, yes, she is. She was. Where did it go? How long has it been? How long, truly? It can't. It can't have been this long that I forgot literally everything. Hi. Oh yes. Also, another thing. Let's welcome all the people who came in during the sprint. First was Sarita. Um, Sarita. Miley came in. Leah came in. I think that's everyone who came in during the sprint, or rather, no. Cynthia also came in. I think that was already as we were sprinting. Oh, I'm so happy to see all of you. Um, Leah says, my boyfriend fell asleep. I don't know if I should eat without him or wake him up. I don't know. What type of person is he? Does he rather be tired or hungry? I suppose might be the question. And or how delicious is the food? And do you want to share? Anyway, I wanted to read this. Miley said, I just organized my notes app a bit. Oh wow. Also, hi y'all, I'm good. I hope you are too. I am. I'm sleep deprived, but it gives me a hyperactive edge. So um yeah, that's how I am anyway. And I think most people are good. Um yeah, I lean that way too. Um so yeah, Matteo was hmm, yeah, then definitely let him sleep. Um Yeah, Matteo was giving me, because he always plays along with my shenanigans with the prompts. Uh, he gave me this gem for us, working in the dialogue prompt. You made a mistake coming here, boy. Don Judas snapped his fingers. The duende was on me in an instant. Wait, wait, I lost my place. I tried to wiggle my way free, but it wasn't working. You're trying to resist it. I wouldn't. He doesn't play nice. Oh, that man is evil. Evil. Um, Ellie is still organizing and packing. Um, that's for the hospital, right? Oh my god. Yes. It- it's underneath all of them. I don't know. I guess it's because it's my channel or something. I have no idea. That's what I am here to provide. I also worked in the prompt. I was like feverishly trying to get to the point where I can work that in because she's like my character is it is. I have no clue. It's really unnecessary because there is my big face right there. I think they're hugging. That's so cute. We're hugging. Anyway, I was feverishly feverish. Stop, you're so cute. I was feverishly trying to write to the point where we can have this snippet of dialogue. And like this character, she's just walking into this party, and I don't know. I reached actually I reached exactly 501 words in the sprint, which is great. Um, because then at 500, Scrivener gives me this like, you reached the session target, and the bar, little bar thing, gets green, and I'm like, yay! Um, imagine like like the like the fairy in Peter Pan, like the one that like I think she like fits in a little lamp or something, and she has like a small voice. Imagine something like that. Anyway, let me try to get where I wanted to go. Uh, so yeah, I just kind of she's walking in, and I kind of almost cut, well, not quite. I almost cut to like a conversation that she's overhearing by her father, and that's what brings us into the the thick of it. Um, it goes like this, like something which she doesn't hear, and then resist it. Of course they do. I wouldn't. Yes, you would in their yes, you would in their impossible position. It's a simple but hard bargain. Pay exorbitant amounts of money at the risk of failure. We wouldn't fail. It's not in our nature. I already have the perfect plan in place. And then it's going on. It goes on. Anyway, it's not a full dialogue yet, but yeah. What is that about? Wait. I'm sorry. Everyone who's not. Uh, everyone who is not in the Discord, which I believe we all are in the Discord. Yes, I was thinking Tinkerbell. Anyway, yeah, I think I did. Like I did work in the dialogue. And now I have to pick up where I left off. I really was in the zone. I was in the zone. I even like I was this whole time I was like swaying with the music even before I even had to put on my music. I was swaying. I couldn't even stop myself. This is hyperactive energy at its peak. So, so did you, Matteo. Um, yeah, you're such a cutie. Okay, I have no clue how long we've been chatting. How did it go for everyone else? So Rita, are you still here? And what did you say? Are you working on writing as well? Or Rowena? I don't know if you said, but if you're still here, what are you going? She does. Yes, she does. I was literally so yesterday I was you know how I was procrastinating hard. I think I was up until like half up until like I don't even know, like 1:32 or something like that. And then I woke up at, when did I wake up? I think at 4, something crazy like that. So I did not sleep a whole lot. And like the tiredness crash hasn't come yet. And I think this is like my body's last hurrah because before it gets really tired. I think that's what this energy is. Anyway. Ooh, Matteo. Oh, do you want to share? Do you want to share? Matteo says, I came up with a blurb for one of the projects that spreads. Which project? What is the blurb? Please. I know. But I swear I was like procrastinating so hard. And yet I still had to do the thing. Yes. Sarita's still here, just sorting an email. But before that, I was deciding on which project to do. Girl, what you need is a schedule. Or maybe you don't. I know you don't want the rules to be like super rigid and stuff. But it does work for me. Like I didn't even have to think about which project to do and like when to switch. So my 2 cents, but also you know yourself best. You do you know best. I don't know. What do you feel like? What did you work on last? They're all good options. I'm always partial to Daughter of Ruin, to be honest, and like you just did finish the outline, if I'm allowed to say that in public. Um, but yeah, all of your projects are good options. Leah says I did some editing for my next video. Exciting. Okay, can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Mateo's little blurb for project isolation. Also, like my roommates are getting like the full experience of what it's like when I'm live streaming, but they know that I do this, so it's fine. Um, Sector 51 was built shortly after the Chemical War began. To the rest of the world, the war ended nearly 50 years ago, but for people like Subject 0521, otherwise known as Fern, it never ended. Wearing a gas mask is a way of life. It's not until an unexpected visitor arrives in Sector 51 that the truth starts unraveling. How will Fern react? Can he escape the system? Find out in Project Isolation. Dun dun dun. Yay. Well done. Well done, Matteo. So is this the project that you're going with, or are you going to do this treatment for all of the projects? Let's see. Nina says, next sprint, I will be continuing answering some of the 200 questions I have to / want to answer for my current web's outline. True dedication. I'm like a little bit horrified and a little bit impressed by that prospect. I'm sure you're going to be like the biggest expert on your outline once you're done. Oh hell yeah! Okay. So Rita says I might save DOR, Daughter of Ruin, for when I have uninterrupted writing time. And in brackets at night, when I can log in for a couple hours. That sounds good. Uh, Mina too is a little bit horrified. um. Okay. It is 15 past 9. Ooh, okay. Okay, you have to share all of them. Um, we're going to go into another sprint. What color? White or yellow? What do you feel like? Details or dialogues? Yeah. You might even say it's hundreds of them. Sorry. Uh, like random little details that you can work into a description or anything. The idea is just that it makes you imagine the scene that you're writing in more vivid detail. Um, if you get like a random little detail and you have to think about how that plays in to the scene. Or the other version is, or the other option is to randomly selected, drawn dialogue lines that put together create something interesting, as we did in the last sprint. That's just as an explanation for those who weren't here earlier. So, yeah, detail or dialogue? Dialogue and detail. Uh, okay, Matilda has spoken. Let's see. I'm going to start in a second. Nina says, I used to be a full-on pantser, but that doesn't seem to work for me that well. LOL. Looks at the imaginary pile of unfinished projects. Whoops. um, if our project, Miley says, if our project piles were tangible, we'd be in trouble. Yeah, and we would, I mean, me not so much yet, not yet. We would like have no space to move around in our places. Yeah. Okay. Details. Hell yeah. Okay, let's try this. I'm curious how it's going to go. And it says moist palms. So moist palms, that could be something that your character feels in themselves. Maybe they're shaking someone's hand. You could do whatever. Maybe they're remembering something. Maybe they're worried about something. It could be anything. And I hope that sparks anything for you, but also, as always, you do not have to use yeah, they're not all pleasant details, and I just said that. Um, no, that's a thought. Okay, let's jump over to the sprint. 30 minutes. And hopefully I will remember to make the gong play when we're done. Okay. Good luck, everyone. See you in 30 minutes. There you go. That was the gong. I almost missed the end of the sprint again. Um, so yeah, exciting things have happened. Let me see. First of all, Sarita ended up writing in Daughter of Ruin Love. To see that? Yeah, how did it go? Nina answered quite a few more questions. Very good. And then, yeah, Miley and Leah and Ellie had to go. And Mateo used the prompt for the intro to Project Space Pets. Project Space Pets is the slow burn sci-fi romance between a scientist and a pet shop owner. For context, it sounded super cute. I think it was cute. Probably not just cute. Let's hear it. As Ted materialized in front of the Planetary School of Sciences, he wiped his moist palms. He wiped his moist palms on the lab coat. Oh God! He wiped his moist palms on the lab coat he had stolen. Stolen. Ted could hardly believe it. He was nearly 30 and didn't have a criminal record, and here he was trespassing onto school property with this stolen lab coat. He took a deep breath. He had to do this. He had to get Solar Flare back. Domestic plasma haired felines were not only rare, but incredibly dangerous. Okay, awesome. Okay, I like how you worked in the sweaty palms. It's like not only does he feel sweaty and nervous, but he like wipes it on the lab coat, and so we learn about the lab coat. Lab coat, like it's a good transition from one thought to another, I think. Um, yeah, Nina has so many still to go. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know at what pace you go with these questions or like how big or small they are, but I would imagine that you don't just like speed through them either. Wait. Sarita said, it went pretty good actually. I thought it would be difficult to get into, but I just switched to a different character and it flew out. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so glad. That sounds really good. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy, but I reached 1058 words for today's live stream. So like I'm really happy with like 500 words each 30-minute sprint. I think that's a really, really good amount. And yeah, it was also kind of flowing for me today. Um, and I also used the prompts. Bear with me, this is very much zero draft. Well, first draft. Annika made a round of shaking everyone's hands, ending on her father, and suddenly she realized she hadn't really been paying attention to the hands she'd been shaking. Once she reached her father, she noticed the moisture. Was it her hand that was so clammy, or was it her father's nerves? Whatever they had been talking about, she might not have seen him truly scared or worried before, only ever excited to take on risks, because they meant possible rewards, but this was clearly different. So yeah, that's what I did with the clammy palms, which I think is kind of fun. There's not only this awkward, like father-daughter shaking hands because they've been like sort of not speaking, but now they're in public and they have to pretend uh like they're normal, but also they're shaking hands, which I don't know how common that is, but I feel like maybe that's something that they do in the family, whatever. But like the idea that it might be her father who has clammy hands, who like I imagine him very, very much like a strong man, you know. So yeah, um, yay! Yes, I agree. Nina says, I'm working on the second character. It's 45 questions. I'm only doing this for the POV and most important side character though. Yeah, that's good. I don't think any of us need to like do so much work on like just some random side character. Yeah, I agree. Me too. Um, all of the plot questions. Uh, got some ooze. Yeah, I don't know. With these prompts, you never have to use the words exactly as I write them down, obviously. Um, okay, so Rita realized the time and needs to make lunch. That's totally cute. Fine. No, I'm going to end the sprint in like the stream in like a few minutes. I'm getting sleepy. Um, but yeah, it was fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. Um, yeah, I'm really curious too, but that's okay. Maybe you don't want to give them away for free. Maybe you want to like make it a thing that you give away. Who knows? But yeah. Um. Okay. Anyone else want to say how it went? Matteo, do you feel like pulled into any of the directions of the projects, or are you not allowing yourself yet to make a decision before you have like written snippets for each of the projects? Um. But yeah. Uh. To me a little bit more. Oh, there already is tea in the cup. This is, I don't even remember. I went on like 4 different websites and just copy pasted them. It'll be very exciting to figure out what they are. Mm. Okay, so first the snippets, then the decision. Perfect. It's like, it feels like a high stakes competition between uh, the ideas. They have to prove themselves first. So yeah. I think I'm going to pretty. That's exciting. It's really exciting. Let us know so we don't miss it because I might want to weigh in. Um, but that's a really fun idea. Um, unless you're more like a mood writer, but I don't know. So yeah, I definitely am. Getting tired. Um, so what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And for anyone who is watching and is like new to these live streams, I usually do them on every Thursday at what is 2 p.m. Eastern time and 8 p.m. Central European time, my time. Um, and yeah, as far as I know, there's no reason why I wouldn't do it next week. And I will upload the video of today. So that's going out. I also, that was like the big procrastination yesterday, besides doing the prompts preparation yesterday. The big procrastination was editing a video. I made a video about my goals for 2026, which is kind of surprising because I didn't really think that I would make a video like that anytime soon. Like these daily videos for the challenge feel very much different, but I did make goals for this year and I wanted to share them, and I finished that video. It's already uploaded but private, but I might publish it soonish. But yeah, that's all that's coming up. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was so much fun, and it was nice to get back to the live streams, trying to find my groove again, and like all the little elements that I had completely forgotten. Um, yeah. I guess good night to Nina as well, because it is 10 p.m. now. I don't know if you're going to go to bed soon, but otherwise have a good day. Anyone who is like not in a nighttime time zone right now. And I will see you guys soon. And yeah. Yeah, new pressure. No pressure. Okay. Bye. Okay, and now which button? I don't remember if it makes a difference.